Hello everyone, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back to the channel once again. And if it is your first time here, my name is Kigo, and today we find ourselves all the way in Dowenya Community 25 Tema. Right, so the beginning of this year, I did say that I want to, help people or, a group of people to create their own community, right? So I will be looking for lands like in acres, and then a group of people can come together, or even individuals can just buy it and just create a fence wall like what you see right here. You create one fence wall, have one security person by the door, and then you will be building your house in within. I mean, the documentation will cover one plot for each person, but instead of putting fence wall and having one security guard, each and every house having one security guard, why not just make a one fence wall for the 1 acre and have one security guard and everybody builds his home inside, like something like this, right? I mean, we've seen this in Ghana so many times. This mini estate, you see them using that kind of concept where one person will just buy 1 acre and build like 6 houses or 8 houses within them, and you have one security person serving the whole house. So that have been the motion, for 2025, at Gigo Production Group, and I'm working together with my team, to come up with good land deals, right? So this is 8 plots which I have available. It is 2 acres, and I mean 1 acre consists of 4 plots, which is 70 by 100 feet, right? So we are in Dowenya. So this is getting to Prampram, right? I mean, from here you can see Potter City. From this land you can see Potter City, and those of you that are familiar with Potter City, it is one of the biggest churches that we have in Ghana, which is growing very fast, and they are creating a city. If you go to Google Map and you just type Potter City Ghana or Potter City Pampam, you see the location. We have TT Brothers. Those of you who know TT Brothers, they also have their land. They're doing their own development. I mean, this is a fast growing neighborhood. And one thing that I noticed when I was looking on the Google map was that everybody building here or everybody who owns the land here has tagged, the land as a guest house. So they put their name and then guest house. So, I mean, you should see this as investment opportunity, right? But we will come back to that. For now, I just want us to pay attention to the structures around the, right? So if you look at, around the whole 8 acres, you can see that, developmental is going. I mean, there are people living there, with these houses. You can see there are people living there. We have upcoming projects. These are not abandoned projects that you see. These are like ongoing projects. This is someone's plot. If someone buys in acres, fence it, and later develop it as real estate investment, or you can also decide to start selling it. So you should see this land opportunity as investment also, right? So, we have to get to know the actual location of this place. So we will be driving from Madame Fatima's plot, which I know most of you know. You can see the houses there. So this is where Madame Fatima's plot is located, and we will be driving from here to the land that I'm talking about, which is 7 minutes drive from Madame Fatima's, plot, and it is uncut, right? I mean, there's no editing with the video from here. The driving is just straight forward. And those of you who doesn't know Madam Fatima's project, if you go to my playlist, if you look for Madam Fatima, I think in episode 2 we had a drone shot of the whole community, so you know where you are buying from. Madam Fatima's project is just behind Adom Estate and Def Traco, right? If you know Def Traco, Community 25, Madam Fatima's project is right there. So we will be driving to the site, and you can check out the developmental project which is happening here. You can see there's electricity already on site, right? People have bought their lands and put fenced wall, some also already have shops around. Like I said, there are people already living in this community. It is just, unfortunate that with Ghana, developing our roads has been a challenge. But with time, the government comes in and they also try to do something. The community can also come in and also try to, develop the road. But you can see this will be a main road, right? This is going to be a main road to the site that we are about to check out. So whilst we are driving and we're looking at the community where the land is located, let's get into, the details of the land sale, right? So the one plot of land is going for 13,000 US dollars. The negotiation, part is based on your payment terms, right? The normal payment terms is like you pay 50% down payment and spread, the balance for 3 to 6 months, right? And during the 3 to 6 months, we will be working on the documentation. And then, when the documentation is done, then, by between 3 to 6 months, it will be completed. And if your money is ready, then we can hand over the papers to you and everything. But this is what they told me. But if you are dealing with the Gigo Production Group, I am here to, my aim is just to, give opportunity for people to own something in Ghana. That is my mission here, right? So I am even open to sell half plots. This decision is coming from me. Right? We were given 2 acres. We talked to the owners of the land and then they give us 2 acres to try. But I know, that this land is expensive. Trust me, I'm a local person. So, when the land is expensive, I can say that it is expensive. But, one thing that God is not creating anymore is land, right? But we keep multiplying on earth. So this is a land that you can say it is expensive, but I can assure you that the price is never coming down, right? The longer it takes, the more expensive it becomes, right? And I cannot do anything with the price tag. So what I can do is to try to kind of, reduce the land and then so that everybody can have something of it. This, if you are interested and you really want to do something back home this year, like I said, I just want to give the opportunity for people. The young ones, that those are my targets because if you start small, I believe you will grow big, right? So I only have 4 of the half plots available and 6 of the full plots. And the price for the half plots will be 7,000 US dollars. I know someone will say, why is it not, divided 13 into 2? And half like 6.5, which will be 6,500. But the thing is that if a surveyor has to come and pick a half plot, the surveyor is charging the same price of picking a full plot. So in this case, I will have the surveyor to come 2 times, right? Like I said, we have to divide the land into, unless, I have 2 people who paid on the same time, and then the surveyor is coming to pick the 2 plots at the same time. But even with that, the documentation has to be 2. So I have to do 2 documentation, for, 2 individuals rather than, just 1 documentation for 1 plot. So, the 500 which is on top is all for the paperwork. So I will stick to the 7,000 for, a half plot. But like I said, if your payment plan is good, if you are willing to pay the 50% upfront and then pay the within 3 months to 6 months, pay the remaining 50%, then I can look at it and then we get things done. That is why I said if your payment plan is good, we can work with a surveyor, to come to the land and do everything at once, right? So this is, the details of the land. I hope you've been paying attention so far with the ride. You will notice that there is, developmental projects happen both left and right of the, the road. If it is not, house construction, People are putting up their fence wall, and you can see there's electricity all the way to this place. So, if you are talking about one of the best or fast developing areas in Greater Accra, you can't take away Dawenya out of the topic, right? And not even just Dawenya. Like, if you keep driving straight, you will be heading to Prampram, right? So you are just in between Dawenya and Prampram. And like I said, the barrier between them is just a stream of water. And when they construct the bridge, that means you have Prampram and Tema, at the same place. So I mean, like I said, you can see this as an investment project as well, right? So I will hand over to Mr. Kwete to take us through the plot.
Okay, so today I'm here with Mr. Kweti at Mr. Kweti, please can you show us the location?
uh, Savannah Junction, come to 25. Adon City down there. Just opposite the Portes City, Prampram. Here is between the Wenya and Prampram. But it links to Tema, Aflao Main Road, to Pom. You can just join Pom. From here, you can go to Pom without passing through the main road. And then you can use the N1 to from Pom to Tema. You can still use the same route to the Wenya and errands, but here there's a lake over here, so you cannot cross. There's construction going on. We don't know whether if the bridge come through, then you can also pass here to Pampram directly without any disturbance. This is Potter City, Mutual. This is just Potter City. This is Potters. Then, but there is no, you can't use car, but you can walk to Potters. You can walk from here to Potters, but your car will not go because of the water. So today we are here at Dawenya, uh, Dawenya, Oshioku, 2025. You can see Madam Fatima's project there. When we pass there, the Adum Estate, inside the Adum Estate, from there, that stretch we come downwards. So this is another plot that is available. We want to give it out. And then it's two plots, which is this is 2 acres, which is 8 plots. So we need 8 people quickly to put up together, put up their plans to develop it. So my boss Jigo asked me to come and then show it in the video so that we see people who will be interested to come together. So like just like what we are doing at Pampram, the one we are doing at Pampram, the UTM Science Models down there. Then that plot is 4 plots, but for now it's just left with 1 plot because people have deposited the water was here. People have deposited for the three, and some people have already started working, but left with only one for someone to take it. So that area is finished, and then we have moved to this place to get another 8 plots over here for interested people to start developing. Eh, because all we understand is we need to have people who understand themselves in the community. So we want to create it as a community like what we did at the other side. That's what we are doing here. So 8 people, the first 4 we waiting. This is the land. It's 70 by 100. 70 by 100. You can see the whole area is developed. The whole area is already developed.
Is there a payment plan?
The payment plan there is as usual. 50% down payment. 50% down payment. Then we spread the rest. 50% down payment. Then we go for your document. We bring your ID card for your document. If the document is ready, come to be your balance. So when you pay the 50%, you can start working. You see where we come from and where we are parked. This place is a road. This place is a road which is going through this road. This road goes through to join the other one and passes this way. And so this is another plot. This is another plot. So one will come to, then there's another road here going to join the other one. So there will be a road there. So this road goes straight. So if this road pass after one, two plots facing this, there's a road. But this is how it is going to be. When you check these ones, you can see the measurement. This person is facing like this. This person is also facing like this. So the people here will be facing like this. These people will also face like this. Then after this one plot, there's another road there. They also face like that. So the demarcation here is very, very nice. So yeah, people who are interested, this land here, you won't get along Tema Community 25 land here. People know how it is. If you don't come early, because when people were giving pressure, I have to come and then talk to some people to find out this land. And you know, Digo Production Group, we don't fake anything. We don't fake anything. We need to be rare. So what we are giving you, you don't have problem. The same document as Madam Fatima's own. The same land all over from that junction to this place. All is the same land. It's our land, and we don't have any litigation. Here, we build no longer, no trouble.
So that's Mr. Kwete for you with more information about this particular land. And as he said, the first acre that we put out, which was in Prampram itself, it's almost sold out. We are only left with one plot remaining, and we can also sell a half plot there also. So we can divide it into two, and the full plot is going for 11,000 US dollars. So anybody who is interested, if you go to my playlist, you go to the land uh, playlist, buying land playlist, you will see the Pram land there. Then you can watch it. If you are interested, you get in touch with me, and like I said, half plot is also allowed, right? That is my goal here. My aim is to motivate each and everyone to start doing something back home. And I mean, if you want to do investment plan, try to buy a full plot, divide it into two, build on a half plot. I mean, it will take you 5 to 10 years to put out the structure, and by that time the place is developed and you can sell the other half plot. I mean, 50% more or even 80% with how fast the place is developing. Then you can use that money to do the finishes of your house. I mean, this is easy investment tip right there for you. And you can do a lot on a half plot. If you go to my playlist, you see some of the project that we've built on a half plot, the Doyum project, the Ibri project, right, the Prampram project also. So if you're interested, just get in touch with me and I'll forward you to the right people. So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode. Let's get to it.